So how much do you make from 704,000 views and 17,900 subscribers? That's where we're at right now for this channel. And I think you're going to be shocked because typically when you're seeing some of these videos where they're reporting on their income, it's generally just from AdSense. But I'm going to show you how we blew those numbers out of the water. And this happened recently, actually within the last 2 months, a surge of income came in from this channel. So again, I'm going to break down the revenue sources, but let me just say again, most people are just looking at the ad revenue from AdSense. That's not what we're doing here. And if you've been watching any of our videos, you know we're following what we call our 100K roadmap. And that basically talks about getting the attention, that's the views, building the relationship, showing up again and again and again. And then from there, turning that into revenue, money. All right. And if you want a copy of that, by the way, just put 100K in the comments and I'll send it to you. It's an 18-page document and we're following that to a T. All right. So let me just get into the analytics and then I'll break down all the numbers. All right. So inside of our account, we got monetized in 80, I believe it was 89 days. It might have been a little bit sooner, but before we were able to actually start earning from the videos, because sometimes there's that little bit of a window, but we got our 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers in under 90 days. Okay. But if you're looking at this right here, this is from May of this last year up until today. All right. And we're at 704,200, actually 704,191 to be exact, 47,000 watch time hours, and then 17,900 subscribers. And to date, if we were to look at this at the surface, it'd be $4,785.06. But it's a lot more than that. Okay. And I'm going to break that down for you. But if you also look at this right here, I just want to highlight this because a lot of times people think you're going to start a channel and you're going to get monetized and then you're going to get to these types of numbers. It takes time. And if you look back here, this was in May and you can see it was just, you know, slow. And then we had a little bit of a lift here and then it came back down and, you know, we kind of were above where we were, but it's still slow. And then we had a video take off and then it went back down. And then here you can see we're starting to get this steady growth now. And the thing is, it takes time. Okay. But you have to be consistent. That's a big, big thing here. All right. So let me show you the revenue breakdown for just the ad revenue. Okay. So we're going to go into our revenue tab here and you'll see right here, our first little payday was August 8th. All right. $7.96. And you can see all these are days. So not a lot of money. Okay. Because the views weren't really there either. Okay. So this is what it can look like in the very beginning. And you have to stay focused and not get discouraged because a lot of times people think I get monetized, I'm going to start making a lot of money. And that's not how it generally works. All right. So if I scroll down here, we're looking at August. We made $223.09. In September, $182.52. So it dropped. And then in October, it was $561.92. November was $1,473.55. December, which was last month, $1,741.49. And then this month so far, and we're at the 15th, but it's actually 2 days behind. So let's say the 13th. So 13 days, we're at $602.50. Now, the one thing I want to draw your attention to is this right here, because this is how you're getting paid per 1,000 views. This is what they call the RPM. So we're getting paid $6.96 on average, okay, for 1,000 video views. Okay, that's not impressions, that's video views. So this is on 667,900 because obviously those other views haven't been reported in yet because like I said, it's a few days behind. But right here, that's the thing to look at because you're like, okay, if I get 1,000 views, I make $7, right? So if you get 100,000 views, how much are you going to make, right? So you got to do the math. Okay. But if we look over here too, these are some of the videos and showing us the top videos right now for this time period. This one here is made $960.28. This one's made $599.73, $458, $291. So you can see, and we can actually click in here and get a full breakdown, which I'm not going to do. Now we're not doing shorts. Okay. And there's a reason for that. And the big reason is because we want to attract viewers that want to watch longer form videos because the longer we have videos or the longer form videos are going to be able to get better retention. We're going to attract the right audience for us to do some of the things that I'm going to share with you here in a second that turned into a lot more money. Okay. But we want to attract those people. And so we're not focusing on shorts at all right now. Now we are doing live streams, and live streams is interesting because we're looking in here now, and this one here made $39.74. So not a lot of money in here, but what this is doing is it's the R in our little roadmap, our ARM, we call it ARM. It's the attention, the relationship, and the monetization, the money. This is really showing up weekly and doing a live stream. Okay. And we're building community there, and it goes a long way. I can't stress that enough. It's something that you're giving to the audience, okay? And it's really worked well. I mean, some of these videos in here, they might not have made that much, but they've gotten a good amount of views and the right views. I mean, some people are hanging out with us for over an hour. So really, really powerful stuff. All right, so let me show you now inside of my little spreadsheet here. So this here is what we've collected to date. Now this here is a little bit behind because I haven't updated this. This was a couple weeks ago, I believe. All right. And so look at this right here. Okay. $16,184 in coaching and workshops that we've done. Now, just so you know, because you might be saying, well, Scott, you just started this channel 9 months ago and you're already charging for coaching. Here's the deal. I've been building YouTube channels for my other businesses for over 15 plus years. So I came into this channel with experience. So a lot of times people want to know like, well, how do I do coaching? How do I do workshops? You got to have some experience, right? So I started this channel to show people what I've learned over the years building the other channels, which I've built channels that have made 6 figures and 7 figures. So now I'm basically bringing it over to this channel. Okay. And so people now are paying myself and my son for coaching. Okay. And we have a couple workshops that we've done. We have a group cohort that we're doing right this second. Actually, the time that I'm doing this, it's called the 1K Collective, where we're helping people get 1,000 views consistently on their videos. And we also have a few one-on-one clients that are paying us. So the total there for what we have is $19,708. And we're not even through the year yet. Okay. And then here I have collected, this was after January 1st, because this is only up till December 31st. We've collected another $41.86. And actually, I didn't even put it in here. We collected another $1,000 yesterday for some one-on-one coaching. All right. So this is actually a little bit closer to $25,000 now, but let's just call it $23,894. Okay. Now, the other thing that's really exciting about this. Oh, and by the way, I should probably mention once again, if you would like the 100K roadmap, because that's what we're doing here. We're kind of documenting what we're doing here on this channel. But if you want a copy of that, it's 18 pages. It walks you through the entire roadmap of what we're following. If you want a copy of that, just put 100K in the comments and I'll send you a copy of that. And here's the thing. I want you to lean in here for a second. All right. I really want you to pay attention to this. This is something that I've learned over the years and really what allowed me to get to my first 7 figures online. Now, I want you to pay close attention to what I just did, and I did it a little bit earlier as well, is I offered you a free guide. Okay, that free guide is going to be very, very useful. It's going to be very, very useful. Okay, and you're going to, if you want it, you're going to exchange your email address for it so I can send it to you. But now you're on our email list. Okay, now years ago, okay, I say years ago, probably 5 years ago, I was spending upwards of $10,000 per month on Facebook ads to get an email subscriber. And we were paying anywhere from $5 to $10 per email subscriber, okay? Because those email subscribers we're building a relationship with, so we're getting to follow up with those people, and we're also able to let them know about some offerings that we have, okay? Some additional ways that we can help them. And I've done this in the photography niche. I've also done it in the e-commerce niche where I was helping people sell on Amazon and sell on Etsy because we've done well on those 2 platforms also. All right. So again, always going back to experience. Okay. We're just teaching what we've already done or what we've been successful at or what we've learned. Okay. So the email address is super important and it's actually valuable. So there's an asset here that I'm not even figuring in that we didn't have to pay for. And they're actually better qualified leads, emails of people that are interested in what we have to offer and the niche that we are in. So let me show you something real quick. So right here, you're looking at inside of my Kajabi account. Now, if you don't know what Kajabi is, it's basically a CRM. It allows us to do our email. It allows us to do our courses, memberships, whatever else we want to do there. It's a one and done kind of software. I also will have a link in the description if you want to check that out. It's definitely what I would recommend if you're going to do any type of coaching or any courses or any building of an email list. If you want to check that out, I'll put that in the description. And yes, we're an affiliate for it, and you'll buy us a cup of coffee if you go through our link. All right. But look at this. Total active subscribers is 4,997. We're 3 away from 5,000. Actually, in our context, we have 5,046. All right. Now, sometimes people unsubscribe. It happens. All right. But right now, we're almost at 5,000. So if I was to do a little quick math, let me go ahead and do a little quick math here. Oh, I don't need the calculator for that. 5,000 times 5 is $25,000 that I would have spent on Facebook ads. So if we were to get technical, I would say $25,000 in an asset that I now have that didn't cost me anything, but would have cost me $25,000. And we almost made $25,000 to date right now. So we're talking $50,000 that those views, those 700,000 views, ended up making for us. Okay. Now you could argue and say, well, the $25,000 that you're talking about for the emails, that doesn't give me money. No, it does give you money, because now that those people are on the list, and you might be one of them, we're going to show up and deliver a ton of value. And we are not going to just ask for money. We're going to build a deeper relationship. We are going to nurture them. We are going to help them in any way that we can. And then there's going to be opportunities for them to want to pay us. And there's going to be people that are just going to reach out to you and go, hey, do you offer one-on-one coaching? And the answer is yes, very limited, but yes, we do. And you are going to then potentially be able to sell your coaching without even asking for it. So this is pretty exciting, right? I mean, if you weren't thinking about coaching, let me just tell you something. There's people out there coaching people how to do beekeeping. Yes, I actually reviewed a channel, and that's what he's doing. And he's charging for coaching, and he's got courses, and he's probably doing mid-6 figures by teaching people how to do beekeeping. So if you think you don't have coaching in you, you probably do. Okay. So don't necessarily think you got to have viral videos to make a decent amount of money. You just have to have a good strategy. And like I said, I'll give you that roadmap, but also I'll walk you through the roadmap right here in this video, and I'll break down exactly what it looks like and how you can go through it yourself. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there.